Hi, this is Steve. I'm the developer of the ooTunes radio app, and I want to show a quick run through of some of the new features and the changes with the latest version of ooTunes. So, the first thing I want to show you, well, you'll notice when you first launch the app that there are fewer buttons. The interface, one of the main suggestions that I got from people is that there were too many buttons, it was too cluttered, and so I worked to remove the number of buttons that were showing and without losing any of the neat features that people enjoy. So the first thing that you can do now, and this will also be added to in the future, is you can tap up here on the top, and that will allow you to get some of the features that will open the app, open the stream and play it in Safari, or give you more information about the stream, or visit the stream or station's homepage. There will be more things coming in a future update there as far as finding similar streams, but that's the first thing to know, so you tap up here to get that information. Another thing is once you have something that's playing, you can easily post it to your Facebook or Twitter or bookmark that using this button here. Another neat change is that the favorites is now just a one-tap operation here, and I guess this is already a favorite, so you can remove it from favorites or you can add it to a group. And this changes depending on what you're playing, so if you're playing a station, tapping that heart will allow you to mark it as a favorite. And another change is that if you add a stream yourself, you can now add it to your favorites. You don't have to bookmark that. And so if you're playing a recording, for instance, let's see, then you can easily save that permanently using this. And once it's saved, you have the option to rename it. So that's something that was requested quite a bit. So you can easily tell that you're playing a recording because this red heart is now a red recording. So another thing I want to show is that the controls for seeking have now moved so that you don't have a big list of buttons that you may or may not ever use, but instead you tap here on the progress here and you hold down and you can seek to any point in that recording, or you can go back 30 seconds. So you press down, you slide your finger to the button that you want to push, or you can just go to any arbitrary point in the recording. So you can go to the next track by letting go of that, and it also will let you seek to an individual song that's within that recording. So you see if you go to this, it will show you what track within that recording you're going to go to. The cool thing is, and this is new in this update, is that you can now do that within a live stream. So instead of just in a recording, so if this is a live, I just started playing this, so you can seek to any point within the buffer of that. So you can go all the way back to the beginning, or you can push pause, and then 10 minutes later you can restart that. It's still streaming it and downloading in the background, even though it's not playing it. And then you can seek past commercials, for instance, using the 30-second ones, or you can go to anything that's played since you began that recording. So that's pretty cool. So that's one of the new features. You might also notice that the recordings are now available from the player screen. The alarm has now moved to its own tab here, and so you can set an alarm by tapping edit here. And so a lot of people requested that they wanted to use a nice nighttime clock, and so I've added that as well. And you can change how dim that is by tapping the time and go back. So, and now just one more thing that I'd like to show. There's a lot of changes, and I've been working on this for a long time, so I'm not going to be able to cover everything here, but if you have any questions, as always, just email me, or suggestions for improvements. So this is a cool thing. You can now search for something, and then once you have the the search results up, you can easily add a new group to the favorites that includes all of those things that you just searched for, or all the search results. So that's a nice thing. So if you want to search for your city, you can actually easily add a group that has all the stations from the city that you perform a search in. So I'll show you quickly. So now we should have an NPR group in our favorites. Yep, there it is, NPR, and that will have all those stations that just showed up when I did that search. It's kind of a big group since there's a lot of NPR stations. Another thing, sorry, I said this was the last, but there's one more, and that is that you see here on open.fm, it shows you what is actually currently playing on that station. So this is a group, or a community-built feature, wherein so only if people who are actually listening to that station will it show you what's playing. So the more popular a station, the more likely it is to show something. But you can see if I pick this and start playing it, and the song that's currently on goes there, that is updated. And then if you go back to favorites, and there you see that it's now showing it. So the more people use this new update, the more of your stations that are going to show what's playing, and that's kind of cool, because then you can look through your favorites and say, oh, I want to listen to that, tap it, and there you go. So that's the new update, ooTunes version 4. It's added iPad support, a number of other features, and it loads a lot faster. And as always, send me your feedback if you like it. If you hate it, let me know. Talk to you later.